What's up, gamers? People often ask me, hey Fruits, how's video games? And you know what I tell them? Run! This hand is a Chanta Sauhanitsu with 3 Yakuhai. A direct hit Hanuman on the streamer, who was already in the process of losing their mind because of how much I'd been winning beforehand. This one here was the last straw. So how'd we get here? Becoming literate in Riichi Mahjong has been an on and off process for me over the last, 5 years. I play a few games, regret them for about 6 months, and then relapse and start slinging tiles again. For this reason, the silly game does come up a fair bit on the show, but for the uninitiated, it is an overly complicated game of chance and gumption, for crazy people. I normally, but not exclusively, interact with it through this anime catgirl Mahjong website Don't At Me. If you never learn anything else about it, here's friend of the show and Elmo in Grouchland expert, Alice, being given about 13 seconds to guess which is the win button between Pon and Ron.
On there, right?
She chose poorly.
No. I don't know what I'm doing.
A week or two back, I made weird little internet friends with a tiny Twitch Mahjong streamer. I started talking in chat as a ritual to try and ward off a fresh wave of at-selling scam robots that have been plaguing the bad platform lately. Normally I just stick Mahjong streams on in the background, click over once a blue moon to see how it's going, and otherwise just zone out to the nice tile sounds. Which ironically means Twitch sees me as the robot and not the robots. That's fun. In this case though, we got to talking. I tuned in more or less every day. They even briefly made me a mod, so I could actively fight back against the art robots on their behalf. I was reminded of me and my friends starting out on Twitch for the first time, all being the one weird little guy who'd show up on someone else's stream. This was 1,000 years ago now, back when the internet was fun and full of mystery. And then the call went out for friendlies. South Room, anything can happen. Last thing I published over here was a Mahjong stream. Sorry about that, by the way. I published it by accident. Twitch just kind of fires VODs over live now if you're not paying attention, and I didn't look at my YouTube for a couple of weeks, so it had been up a while when I noticed. I really want to do it. Look, it's the last hand. We're in first. What could go wrong? We're getting a straight. And the greens did so much for me last hand. The 9s are the one that they've all been used up. Wait, hang on. We have the owl of pairing the green dragon. Get out of here. No, 8 could be a Chanta tile. 4's got nothing. Don't go down the path of madness. This is it. This is the one. It's a straight or it's Chanta, whichever thing I've decided it is. At any rate, I was killing it that stream. 2 seconds and 3 firsts in 5 games with 4 players each, while talking nonsense the whole time and occasionally wasting around going for a weird hand as a joke. Hey, does any of this look like the content that you'd love to click on? I'm kinda desperate here. I burnt down an entire rainforest and caused a drought in a third world country for these suggestions, so I really hope that there's something here we can use. I went into Mahjong friendlies with the Mahjong friend on a hot streak, and I can safely say that it did not let up. The flow was with me. And here we are again. The hand that ended a burgeoning Mahjong friendship. So it goes. Their points went to negative. The game ended on the spot. I won, obviously. And I was permabanned from the stream for being too good at Mahjong. Naturally, I've learned two important things from this experience. Firstly, I know I'm not the best player in the world, but come on, I'm certainly not the worst anymore. You don't necessarily have to be good at Mahjong to win it, you can just be really lucky either, but if you start to learn the ropes, people who are bad get a whole lot less points of interaction with the game before your hand is statistically likely to be ready. Mahjong's a lot, and you learn it little bits at a time. It came out over the course of our games that the streamer wasn't really familiar with most of the Yaku. And let me tell you, man, don't fucking step to me if you don't know Yaku. When I cheated and ponned and still finished a hand, they thought I was using cheat codes. I was lower ranked than them, by the way. That's what only playing a little every 6 months and not 6 hours a day every day will do for you. But anyway, I've done the groundwork now. I've established a base of skill and an earnest enjoyment of the game, and I can reap the rewards. They're mostly getting to yell "RUN!" at people, and permabans. Second, I learned that you should let the streamer win sometimes. Probably. Arguably. That said though, being kicked out of Mahjong Club for being so good that nobody wants to play with me anymore was a little exciting. Kind of made me feel, just for a moment, just a little bit, like a real gamer again. It's possible that I've spent the last couple weeks bragging to all my internet friends about it, and then the last 5 minutes bragging to you about it. I think I'm gonna get this hand printed on a t-shirt.